sure. Are you telling me in 7 games they couldn't beat Memphis, they couldn't beat the Nuggets? I told you the other day, Stephen A., it doesn't matter. OKC, KFC, UFC. Lakers in 5.
Involved if that opportunity presents
Are
itself.
you saying that because I'm inexperienced and that was an inexperienced decision that I made? You think I don't talk to my assistants about substitutions every single timeout?
No, I just think there's a lot of coaches lean on their assistants in those situations.
As do I,
There's a lot going
every
on.
single time. That's a weird assumption.
Oh God, give me no reason. I'm down on bending knee.
With late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
That's it.
Ooh, ha ha ha, yee, ha 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 ha, ooh, ha 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 ha. The Minnesota Timberwolves spent Game 5 just shooting absolutely terribly. Giving the Lakers just amounts of opportunity to avoid going home. Well, it didn't happen like that way. It just didn't happen the way they wanted to. Rudy Gobert had other plans. Rudy Gobert sure stepped his ass up with the Lakers that was playing small ball. Wow, Rudy Gobert. It took Rudy Gobert. He got beat by Rudy Gobert. This team got beat by Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert had player career highs, 27 points and 24 rebounds. Shaq, what you think about Rudy Gobert? What you call him? What you call him?
I would say these words that are about to come out my mouth, but Rudy Gobert is dominating.
Rudy Gobert dominant. 2 words that don't go. Actually, 3 words that don't go together. But anyways, Julius Randle added 23 points in Minnesota, advancing the NBA playoffs with a convincing 103-96 victory in their first round series Wednesday night. Gobert stepped up when the Lakers deployed a centerless lineup, scoring more points than he managed in this series. First 4 games combined. The Lakers also struggled defensively against Gobert, who dominated. Let's get serious now. The Lakers also struggled defensively against Gobert, who dominated stretches on both ends. Feels great, but not vindication, Gobert said. It's not about beating a Pacific person. It's about a championship. And we got that a little bit more work to do before that. With Gobert running amok in the paint, Minnesota won Game 5 despite going 7 for 47 on 3-point attempts, including 17 consecutive misses between the middle of the second quarter and Mike Conley's dagger 3 with 1:22 to play. And I don't get for the life of me, why did the Timberwolves continue to keep shooting threes? When you are more athletic, you're a little bit more faster, and you got the other team in foul trouble with no down low presence down there, you go to the basket. But what they do, threes. We didn't shoot the ball well, but I thought we were together. That was tougher team mentally and physically, Minnesota coach Chris Finch said. That's when it showed itself. We knew we'd been good in 4 quarters against this team all series. We just needed to see a couple of shots go down opportunistically. Guys did a great job surviving in the emotions of the game, which has always going to be a tough game. Well, they had to because certain people was in foul trouble, but that didn't matter. Anthony Edwards had 15 points and 11 rebounds for the 6-seeded Wolves, really should have been 3rd seed, who won 3 straight games to eliminate LeBron James and Luka Doncic from their first postseason together. After winning a playoff run in back-to-back seasons for the first time in franchise history, Minnesota next faces the winner of the Houston Golden State series. The Rockets avoided elimination Wednesday, and Game 6 is Friday. with the Warriors leading 3-2. Luka had 28 points, 9 assists, while James added 22 points for the Lakers, who lost in the first round for the second straight postseason, despite reconfiguring their roster mid-season, which they always do, seems like every year so far, with the seismic trade for Luka Doncic. Rudy Hoochie scored 23 points for the Lakers, who advanced from the open round just once in 5 seasons since their 2020 bubble-licious ship. There's always a mix of disappointment and gratitude. Lakers, we ain't gonna talk about you. We gonna keep you for later. Well, I'll say it anyway. Certainly disappointed because this result is not something I ever envisioned with this team. Having to go in and talk to them about the losing in the first round, but give Minnesota a lot of credit. They are a really good basketball team. I think our guys played hard enough and did all the right things. We're trying to make it work with what we had with a little effort. Well, Minnesota was the better team, and they should have blown y'all out. My only thing about Minnesota, I might say that in a separate video, stop shooting so much when you don't need to. Well, we'll see what the next round entails. But if they do face, well, like I said, I'll keep that for a different video. But let's just say if they face Golden State, it's almost the same issue. Just go to the basket. But it might be a little bit more stringent there with the defense with Golden State. Well, we shall see. As for the Lakers, let's look at the box score. But everyone but except for Dorian Finney-Smith was in double figures. He had 7. Hoochie had 23. LeBron had 22. Luka Doncic had 28. And Austin Reeves had 12. A quiet 12. 5 for 14. 2 for 10. They only played 3 people on the bench. Maxi Keebler, Vanderbilt, and that's it. And Gabe Vincent. What happened to JJ Redick being Socrates? What happened to him being the next Pat Riley? Because I ain't seen none of that. Defensively, this guy sucks. He ain't really doing any coach offensively. You put Maxi Keebler in there. Somebody hasn't played since I don't know when over Jackson Hayes. But now, Jackson Hayes ain't the best, but what was the point? What was the point of that? He was going to play for Maxi Keebler for 5 minutes just to say he can play his last game of the season or something. And that's funny how the screenshots, I won't say the screenshot, but they keep putting the camera on Jackson Hayes' face every time Minnesota scored down low. And Reggie Miller, man, oh my goodness. Utterly disgusting. Ugh, he might as well just go out there and shoot as a Laker. How much freaking caping he's been doing for this team. And guess who had the worst plus minus again? It's only right that he had the baddest, the worst plus minus. LeBron James, a negative 14 in the plus minus section. A negative 14. That's the highest on the team. It's only right because he's been always the highest on the team. Well, I should say the lowest on the team when it comes to plus minus for the entirety of this season. And it's just called poetic justice that he ends the season on that note. But seriously, I thought I thought JJ Redick was supposed to be, Socrates. The next Pat Riley. I know he's supposed to be doing it better than Darvin Ham. Well, the last time I checked, Darvin Ham got to the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago. Well, almost with this same team. Interesting how that works. So now both him and Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham are going to be watching the rest of the playoffs from their comfy chair in Cancun. And what they always say, 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Well, now, tis. Talking all that bullshit. You ain't getting nowhere. You got the same amount of wins that Doc Rivers got. 1. Take some accountability, J-Day. Don't blame it on the rest. Don't blame it on anybody else. Blame it on your big head not knowing how to coach. Playing guys for 2 quarters straight. No breaks, no subs in game 4. Bad coaching. No adjustments, lack of adjustments. Bad coaching all there. You and Doc Rivers are in the same boat. Only thing about Doc Rivers, he got over 1,000 wins. You got 51. And no ring. And probably won't even be a Hall of Fame type coach. Sorry. And maybe your replacement might be on the way. It might be Steve Nash. Who knows? We don't know if that's how it works with these guys.
Alexander Walker will penetrate and Gobert is there with that size. He picks that off, and then he's bumped. And here's how Minnesota.
Bottle of champagne right quick. Just a bottle of champagne. You know, it was my birthday yesterday and all. And I didn't really celebrate it too much as I wanted to because some of us was under the weather. And then Saturday would have been the prime day to celebrate it, but, you know, it was, but somebody went to the wrong location to get lit at. But anyways, don't matter. I thought it was Shay, Gay, Flay, whatever you lay, Lakers in 5. That's what I thought it was. Huh. Well, let me spit some hard facts to y'all. Shannon Sharp in trouble. He ain't come back to ESPN. Nick Wright looked like the freaking vulture from the Looney Tunes. Oh, no. LeBron? Old. Lakers? Going home. I don't know. That's the best I can come up with at the top of my head. That's why I can never be a freestyle rapper. But all those facts are true. They going home. They going home. Mr. Clutch is going home. How many points did he score in the 4th quarter? Because they thought they were going to try to put it on Luka on ESPN. How many points did LeBron score in the final quarter? Let me look this up right quick. Let me see here.
That boy is a bummy man. Bummy James.
Let me see something.
Bummy James. Why is he in the league? Why is he in the league?
Says he averaged 7.2 points, 1.9 assists, and 2 rebounds in 68 games in the 4th quarter of this season.
Oh, Bummy James.
That ain't great.
Oh, Bummy James. Why is he in the league? Why is he in the league?
It's not going to show me. But it wasn't clutch. He didn't go off. He choked in the 4th quarter. He disappeared. He disappeared in the darkness of whatever, because he was never that. Seriously, I thought this guy was supposed to be the GOAT. No? Wow. Some GOAT. Bounced out of the first round. How many years now? 2 times. No, 2 times. Wait, let's do this math. So, when you got there in 1819, you got nowhere. 1920, you got a bubblicious championship. Against the Suns, bounced out in the first round. Next year after that, they didn't get anywhere. They didn't get touched, smell to play in. The year after that, got swept in the Western Conference Finals. Last year, bounced out the first round, 4-1. This year, bounced out the first round. No matter if high seed or low seed, getting bounced out the first round. This guy is the GOAT. Well, I know what time it is for him. Time to go home. Country home. What the hell was that? Messed up my song, whatever that was. Anyways, country roads take me home to a place I belong. Oh, West Ohio, take me home. Country roads. I gotta mix it up a little bit, cause YouTube will copyright strike you just for singing a song in acapella. So I gotta mix up the words a little bit. Country road, take me home to West Ohio. Well, my son can stay in L.A. Yeah, my son can stay in L.A. I'm out of here. Bye. Looking ass. Well, anyways, it's been fun this season. Going over the Lakers, following the Lakers for this whole entire season. It has been a blast. I didn't get my wish so far of the Bucks-Lakers finals for Giannis coming on top, but this is a constellation I will take. Lakers going home in 5, not passing goal, and we finally get to watch basketball without hearing about LeBron James. We probably will hear that name, but this year has been hilarious because we all know it was going to end up in smoke in LeBron's face and in JJ Redick's face. This season has been very entertaining, covering the Lakers. LeBron getting into it with Kevin Gates, Drake, Stephen A. Smith. It's been hilarious. But with all that being said, I must repeat the song again. Country roads take me home, West Virginia, Ohio. I was about to say West Virginia. It was West Ohio for LeBron's sake.
At the end of the day, it's just basketball. Want their respect. Laker Nation want their respect. And I want my damn respect, too.